Alright, hey travelers, Chris here for Voyages.com with another review. We are in Shanghai checking out the Conrad Shanghai. I can't wait to see how this property is. Now, just to address the cable in the room, our other microphone broke just before our trip, that's why we have this cable solution. Just ignore that. Anyway, the Conrad Shanghai is a really interesting property, super cheap at around $150 a night, starting rates, and I can't wait to see if it holds up, so let's go. Super quick, we just released our latest Marriott and Hyatt point reports. In over 30 pages each, we detail where to get the best value for your points and where to find the cheapest properties globally and for all markets and brands. So if you want to use your loyalty points like a boss, head over to unmatchedvoyages.com/shop and find out. Alright, let's have a look at the Conrad Shanghai and where it's located. As always, you probably likely will arrive at PVG, like Pudong International Airport, and go to the city center. Now, if we have a look at where the Conrad Shanghai is, you can see here it's right next to People's Park. There's actually several metro stations kind of coming up here, so it's super convenient. You're also right next to Nanjing Road. You might be familiar with this very popular pedestrian road that goes all the way here to the Bund, where you also have the amazing view of the Shanghai skyline. So definitely location-wise, super convenient. And lastly, I have to mention that this is also located inside a shopping mall, the Shanghai Shimao Festival City shopping mall. So if you're into shopping, that's also super convenient. Given that the hotel is in this big skyscraper, it's definitely always easy to find when you're out and about in the city. There's a big entrance and you can already see that it's kind of a grand hotel where you get a lot of guests. You have this massive ceilings here in the entrance hall, and I have to say that design-wise it's definitely modern. It looks quite nice. I definitely also like this kind of folded screen here. That's super cool, and this oversized Conrad Shanghai bear. Now, first you go up to the 11th floor to go to the main lobby and reception, and also here, the kind of design-wise, you see these modern elements. It's very stylish. You have these red chairs as kind of like little spots of color, and otherwise marble everywhere. So it definitely feels nice and you know, really well designed. On the 57th floor then is where our room is, and you can already see, looks very stylish. Can't wait to see what it's like inside. Alright, so here we are in our King executive room. Let's have a quick look around. Of course, once you come in, you have your area here to store your things. It's pretty open, but you can put your suitcases here, and you already see the nice bathing robe. And then following here, you have your standard stuff. You get plenty of water. It's actually Conrad branded, which is kind of nice detail. And of course, you also get an espresso machine, which is always a good thing. Once you come in, and I have to say I really like the overall color scheme. You have these kind of, you know, reddish copper colors, beige colors. I think it looks stunning. Of course, it's a matter of taste, but I also do like how the light is kind of, you know, soft and stylish everywhere. Overall then, we're around 40 square meters. It's not a super big room, but I think it has all the essentials. You have your big bed, you have a couch to sit on, you have a TV, a fairly big one, I would say. You have a proper desk, which is nice if you actually want to get some work done. And if we come over here, you actually have a proper seating. Well, I don't know how long you can actually sit on this one, but I think it's nice to have. And then in terms of the view, this one, you can have a Bund view, so like towards the Shanghai skyline. Our room is towards the People's Square and towards the park here. Maybe not the most interesting view, but we're on the 57th floor, so I think it still looks quite nice, except that you can't see out perfectly. I think it's a bit dirty here, but anyways. What I do like is, and this makes the hotel feel fairly modern, is that for all the light buttons, it's clearly labeled. It's very easy and simple to understand, so that's always a plus in my view. And then a little bit of decoration, and yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Now, if we look over here, we come to the bathroom area. This one is a bit smaller than expected. You can either come right over here at the entrance, or there's this kind of little door that you can open, which is interesting. And then when you come to the bathroom, Unfortunately, only one sink, and you can see the vanity area here is kind of a little bit limited. But, at least it has all the essentials. You have a Japanese toilet that has all the functionalities that you would expect from it. And then you also have a shower/bathroom room. Unfortunately, you do get some light, but this is frosted glass, so if you're in the bathtub, you won't have a view. Little bit unfortunate. And then, of course, as now very common with Conrad properties, you have the Byredo Mojave Ghost bath amenities that we already saw in the review for the Conrad Dubai property. Overall, decent room, I like it. Bathroom is a bit smaller than what I would expect, but the rest of the room looks stunning. So far so good. Alright, I forgot to mention a couple of things earlier in the walkthrough, so I wanted to show you that. First up, there is a Conrad bear. Now, I recently talked in the Hilton forums on Facebook, and apparently it's like less and less likely to get these little ones, but we like them, we collect them. They were not in the room, we had to ask for them, but as of now it was free, I hope. We haven't gotten the bill yet, we haven't checked out yet, so hopefully we don't see it at the bill in the end. The other thing is like this little device here where you can basically control the light and the curtains and everything from this device. And I guess you can do audio stuff, but it's like audio voice commands, but it's all in Chinese, so I have no idea how to use it. We just turn it off at night because the screen is really bright and it's always on. Besides that, I forgot to talk about the bed. So let me just quickly tell you that, for one, the mattress is okay. I think we slept quite well. It's a little bit more firm than I would like it, but it's always a matter of taste. Now you have the Conrad pillow menu. I think it's quite common in Conrad hotels to kind of select some more customized pillows. So if we go here, you can see we have some extra pillows. Like this is, I think, a lavender scented one. This one has some seats in it that help you massage your head. We haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited to try it out. And lastly, just to mention that you have USB-A and USB-C ports next to the bed, so I think that's always good to have. Always a big plus. That's it. Alright, let's talk breakfast, which is on the 11th floor at the appropriately named restaurant Lane 11. And here, I have to say, the restaurant itself looks quite nice. You can see you have pretty big floor-to-ceiling windows, you have these red color spots. And in terms of variety, it's definitely impressive. You have, for example, this pastry section, which with Shanghai's kind of French history definitely were surprisingly good. You also have a lot of hot dishes. You have this entire section where the chefs make eggs or other also Chinese dishes. So in terms of variety, at least, it's very good. But I have to say, eating some of the, for example, xiaolongbao or other dishes, it's not that impressive. It's fine. I wish there were more fruits. You basically just have a couple of cut watermelons and dragon fruit, and that's it. And it also doesn't vary from day to day, so what you see here is kind of what you get. Besides that, there was this slightly deserted section over here, I guess not as important to the average hotel guest, where you have, for one, Indian cuisine, and you also have like condiments. You have toast here and bread, and you also have very sad looking cheese platter, as well as these like slightly grayish sausages. One definitely disappointing thing is that the coffee is not to order. You have these two machines and you have to make it yourself, which with only two machines and this big of a restaurant, the milk ran out all the time, which was not ideal. Nevertheless, if your expectations are not too high, it's okay. One thing we noticed is that service-wise, our dishes, our dirty ones, stood on the table all the time, and there were a couple of stains, and it was in general just not as clean and proper as we would like to have it. But anyway, that's that. On the same floor, on the lobby floor, there's another restaurant. Here's the Mediterranean restaurant Asador. Now, it looks very nice. We didn't try it, but if you're curious, here is the menu, so just pause. And on the ground floor, you also have the Cafe Cooper. You can see that here, which is more for like your coffee needs. I think it's really nice in summer. You can see here a sample picture from the Hilton website. But of course, we had the lounge included, so we didn't go there. On the 10th floor, you go down one floor, you get the swimming pool and the spa. Now the spa itself looked okay, judging from the service level in the hotel. We weren't too eager to try it out, but we wanted to try out the pool. You go up another floor again, so you're back on the 11th floor, and I have to say the pool is definitely very bright. You see you have windows almost all around the pool, so that's pretty cool. You have generally a good view, although the windows were pretty dirty, so not the best view in that sense. There is a little kind of jacuzzi, which is nice, and there's some seating options, although it was quite busy. Side note, I don't know why there's trash bins and these little like Kleenex paper boxes, definitely interesting. And overall, I think they were a little bit understaffed. Now, you have to use a shower or swim cap. Little tip, you can just use the one from the room, the shower cap, so you don't have to pay for it. I believe they quoted us around $12 or $15 to buy one. Right next to the pool, you also have the gym, and that one definitely is quite impressive. You have a super high ceiling height. You have quite a nice, I would say, view from most of the machines, especially the cardio, onto the city, which is cool. You also have the option to get a personal trainer, and I believe I saw also yoga classes, so that was good. Now let's talk lounge, and that's definitely one of the highlights in this hotel, and also maybe the most striking photo you might see on the website. You have this on the 44th floor with this amazing view towards the Shanghai skyline, and that's definitely a highlight for me. I couldn't get enough of the view. Super nice, especially also when you come in the evening and you see the entire kind of lit up skyscrapers. That's awesome. In terms of design, again, it kind of fits into the overall hotel design. You have generally nice colors and then always these red accent colors. If you're wondering what's up this winded staircase, by the way, there's a meeting room upstairs that you can book. Let's talk about the food then. There's a tea time, which is in the afternoon, and you have your kind of cookies, you have uncut fruits, and also these cut watermelons, which is really nice actually, and not so typical to find. And then also you get kind of this like little tray of sweets. In the evening, the happy hour is for 2 hours, and here the lounge definitely fills up because you also have a lot of other foods, especially warm foods. You have curries, you have fried chicken, you have this like gyro kind of meat sticks, which looked really cool. Besides that, you also have a little soup station where you get soup noodles that you can kind of customize afterwards. All of it was okay or good, but I wouldn't get too much out of my way to eat it. For example, the soups we just showed were super watery, or the cheese, you have these like kind of processed cheese sandwich slices, so it's alright, you can get a full meal there, just don't expect too much in terms of quality. Besides that, I want to also mention about the sweets, because you have these really nice cakes and little tartlets, and definitely very impressive on the sweet side. And also, of course, you get some drinks, including beers. You have a Tsingtao beer, and also the strangest wine, by the way, because this wine says it's from the European Union, which I've never seen wine to be so vague. But anyways, you get also, your standard like, vodka and rum and whatnot for mixing. One thing to mention is that they don't have a lot of power plugs, which is a bit unfortunate, but they have these little battery boxes, which is kind of cool. But it was overall also a little bit dirty again, and this is where I also go to the conclusion. This is not a bad hotel overall, and it's fairly new in a way, but you also get a lot of wear and tear, and I feel like they're overlooking the little details. And that's why I also said that this should be a Hilton hotel, because on paper this is totally fine. $150 a night, you get a lounge, you get a good location, you get a pretty big breakfast. But on the other hand, you don't get anything that makes a Conrad a Conrad. You don't get good service. Everything is self-service, be it in the lounge or at the breakfast. And everything has a bit of wear and tear. Everything is a little bit dirty. So I feel like if you manage your expectations, it's totally fine. I wish it was called the Hilton Shanghai, because this would be much more appropriate. But my point is, it's a solid hotel. Don't expect too much in terms of luxury, but you will definitely enjoy your stay there. And as always, I hope this review helped. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, I see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and cheers.